tried playing Halo Infinite for the first time in months today.
How'd that go?
Badly. I tried starting it up twice, and the game just decided not to start, I guess.
Oh, wow.
So I tried a couple of different fixes. None of them worked. So I deleted it, and now I'm trying to see if a fresh install will work.
Let's hope.
So how's your day been?
It's been all right.
That's good.
I had a moment this morning which I thought was hilarious at work, where I was getting done with my first 15-minute break or whatever, and what I'll do is I'll stretch. Now normally no one else is like in the room with me. I'm usually like the only one in the break room at the time.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is before I get up, as I do this stretch, and I'm just like, and it's like one of those stretches where you stretch your whole body basically.
Oh man.
Yeah, because you're just like, all right, I gotta wake up now in a little bit here, and so I'm just like my whole body just stretches out, and you do like the or whatever type thing, like that, because it's just that good of a stretch.
Yeah.
I was told by a coworker today that I have the gremlin stretch, is what he called it. And I said, "What the fuck is that?" Mean? And he goes, "It's when it stretches so good, you make a gremlin noise." And I go, "What the fuck is a gremlin noise?" That's what I took it as.
I mean, that's better than what I thought you were gonna say. I thought he was gonna be like, "Oh man, nice ass," or something like that.
No, not that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I've determined I now have a gremlin stretch every time I'm getting off break and going back to work.
That's interesting.
I know. I was just like, what the fuck? And it's like I've been doing this for like all the time, like after every break for like 5+ years now. Okay, whatever. So I was going to ask you ever have a gremlin stretch like that? Or is it like it's just a stretch
every
so
day?
Good?
Every day after I get out of bed now. I get out of bed, and since I'm old, I'm still tired, and my back hurts, and my legs still sleep for whatever fucking reason. So I get up, and I stretch, and I make all sorts of noises. I think I have more of an orc stretch, because I'm just like... You know?
Would you say your morning farts are way worse than any other farts that you have?
No, my morning pees are, though. I don't know why. When I wake up and I go to the bathroom, it's sizzling coming out for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like, maybe it's just like cooking in there while I'm asleep, but
I can't tell if it just wakes me up or something like that. But like when you're sitting there, you're taking your morning piss or whatever, or something, like sometimes your morning shit. And you're just like, and then you just fart, and it's just the worst smelling thing you've smelled in your entire life. It was just like, oh, that came from my body.
So it's not when I wake up. It's while I'm still sleeping in bed, right? Yeah. Where I don't know why. Maybe I'll be like dreaming or something, and I will just wake myself up with the most god-tier, loud, wet fart you've ever heard. And it will feel so good and smell so bad at the same time. And I'll be like, nice, and be super proud of myself, immediately go back to sleep. Those are my nighttime farts.
Whenever I wake myself up, when I'm like laying on my back, basically, it's like, when I lay on my back and like my head's like, like on the back of the pillow type thing, like your mouth falls open, so I tend to snore, and that's the only time I ever snore is when I'm laying on my back. But it's like when I do that, and then you just have the, and then you wake yourself up.
And then do you fart?
No, I can't say I've woke myself up to farts, but I know Jasmine definitely has at night. Like when we're laying down or whatever, I'm putting away my phone for the time, and all of a sudden I hear is, and I'm like, oh.
Knowing Jasmine's farts too.
Oh, they're rough.
Yeah, it must be hard to sleep after that.
was like, you can blow that away or whatever. I usually have a fan on anyway, so that helps a lot. But, it's definitely not. It's like, oh, well, I guess I'm not falling asleep for another 5 minutes at least.
Get a fan out. Just start blowing it all out of the room.
You're just like, oh, my God. Yep. Anyway, thanks for humoring that.
I mean... It was a good discussion. You want to, 5 minutes in, do you want to do
Let's fucking do it. Hello, and welcome to another episode of It Never Ends. I almost said That's Just Gamer Talk for some reason. We're like 71 episodes into this, and I'm still thinking about it every time. Anyway. I'm manager over there. It's my good buddy Alex. How you doing?
We're doing pretty good today. Talking about morning and nighttime farts.
Yep.
Dude,
in Roblox, because Roblox.
Dude, I'm having cake tonight, and I'm going to have the most wicked cake farts. I'm so happy.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, we had a pretty, heavy podcast topics talking about last week. Talking about the downfall of humanity. So, we're going to have a bit of a lighter topic today. A bit of a happier thing to talk about. Like pedophiles.
Yeah. Specifically when it comes to the game of Roblox. Because, boy, it's a shit show. And listening to all, the updates that come out, every couple days or whatever with new stuff like this or whatever is truly interesting.
So, for the uninformed, Roblox is, well... Do I need to describe what Roblox is? Everybody knows what the fuck
Roblox is. Basically just like if you mix Legos with Fortnite and Minecraft, I guess.
You can make your own game modes, host your own servers, all this other stuff. The issue with Roblox is that there have been all types of servers hosting. Basically, you can also make your own animations and skins and shit, and distribute them in the community,
and it skews. And there are a bunch of it skews very a younger audience too.
It does, and that is the target, the primary audience. And there are so many servers where people will just host parties and have giant virtual orgies, basically.
Yep.
And you can imagine this has been a hotbed for predators because. Roblox's moderation is astoundingly bad because a lot of these servers where people are hosting these big sex-filled parties or whatever, they go unbanned, unnoticed for years. I think one in particular called the Meep Room is infamously notorious, has been up for almost 2,000 days. It is still running.
Jesus.
And recently, you want to talk about what you know about?
I really don't know what
they've gotten into recently.
I don't know a ton. It was just it started with this what was it, content creator with Schlep or something like that was trying to expose these predator or these the pedophiles basically, and then Roblox banned him for. What was it, privacy issues or something like that? They cited
because they're targeting all people like him, these types of predator catchers within Roblox, because I guess their explanation is that they're being inappropriate around kids too, pretending to be minors and
maybe, but I was the main thing I heard with that is that they're it's just it's investigating into private, they're invading their privacy or whatever, and I go.
That's happening anyway, and he's trying to stop the predators.
Exactly. So it's using their own thing against them, I guess. But whatever.
I think the saddest part of all that is, though, people are protesting that. A bunch of content creators are canceling their affiliate links and stuff, and people are hosting servers in support of Schlep, but Roblox
is doing the exact opposite of that.
While not banning any of the sex-filled servers, they're taking down every server that mentions Schlep, hashtag free Schlep, within hours of it going up, and people are rightfully questioning what their priorities are when it's okay, so you're you're going after this one content creator so hard that you're monitoring all these servers, but the ones where kids are actually being groomed at, you're not moderating those.
Nope.
And I think they're also being sued by like the state of Louisiana, and they've been banned.
Is a recent thing.
And they've been banned in a few countries now because they just don't meet the child safety standards.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty freaking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to like think it's just like.
Something else I wanted to mention to you is the content creator Schlep. He mentioned that one of the reasons he was so passionate about going after these predators in Roblox is because, I can't confirm this, by the way. I want to make that perfectly clear. Like, everybody listening, do your own research. But according to him,
yes, please do.
When he was a minor, he got groomed in the game Roblox. So he goes through all these servers in an effort to make sure that doesn't happen to anybody ever again. And you would think, like, the CEOs, so the people that run Roblox would see that and be like, damn, we need to do something about this. Like you said, though, the exact opposite seems to happen.
Yeah, it seems like when tasked with the idea of condemning pedophiles, they just go, nah, it's fine. Which is a pretty wild thing to do, you know?
Before we move on, I have a quote here for you. This is the one I was looking at before the podcast. As for one former Roblox employee explained, in describing the company's approach to child safety, and I'm quoting, this is from a court case. This is a direct quote from somebody that runs and works at Roblox, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have to make a decision, right? You can keep your players safe, but then there would be less people on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want to do, and then all the numbers look good, and the investors will be happy.
Yep. And there's where the majority of this issue comes into play, right?
Is that not the most cartoonishly evil,
like, I feel like
CEO quote you've ever heard in your entire life?
I feel like if you had told me that we're on an episode of like South Park or whatever, and like this is the running joke of the episode, I could believe it.
Like we described one week, though, I feel like not even Roblox, not even South Park could come up with something like this cartoonish. Like,
yeah.
That is like Dr. Evil, I'm going to blow up an entire city types evil. It's like, well, we could stop the pedophiles, but we would lose money, so we're just... and
then the investors won't be happy, and then everything there's like, I think the investors would be pretty happy about getting rid of pedophiles and stuff like that on the platform or something like that, or just any form of moderation.
Roblox's prioritization of growth over the safety of children has devastated the lives of children who use its app, including the plaintiff. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say.
I mean, I think it kind of just speaks for itself, in all honesty.
They're not denying any of this stuff. They're just like, oh, yeah, we know that pedophiles use our platform and they're using it to groom children.
We just don't care.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it? In fact, if you try to do something about it, we're going to ban you.
Yep. Even though we definitely could be putting all the time and effort into banning actual pedophiles rather than the people trying to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. Can we just wipe this game off the face of the earth? Please?
Can we just, like, basically say, let's just ban this from the world? Like, let's just explain to kids, yeah, you're not allowed to play Roblox anymore, go play with Legos.
I'd be okay with that. Dude, if the Lego company made their own, like... I'm not sure what happened to, like, Lego Dimensions or whatever. If they made their own, like, Roblox equivalent and just said, oh, yeah, we're going to do all this, but better... Like, fucking please.
Please. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad when you get to the point that a literal state is suing you, and then...
and, like, all these other countries and nations are being like, yeah, we're just not going to let our citizens use you because it's literally too dangerous
And it's
for
like,
our children to be on your app.
and when it's universally just like
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing? Like when the entire internet comes to the consensus of you guys are fucking idiots and just the worst.
Scumbags.
When the internet comes to the
Mm-hmm.
consensus of that, means you fucked up.
Like, there's no polarization here either. It's the entire internet.
Yes.
I can't think of a single, like,
Name
if someone
name
wanted
name
to
things that the internet has unequivocally
universally
said, "Oh,
agreed on.
yes, the universally agreed on." Like without a
Mhm.
doubt in their minds.
Oh, it never freaking happens.
I couldn't name you
That-
more than like four things.
the thing with this is that there's such a clear and obvious border between this is right and this is wrong, and it's like, yeah, everyone's gonna say that's super shitty.
And Roblox is
I could
basically
see-
just saying, "Then fucking prove it." What? What do you mean?
Well, they admitted they know they have predators. on
Exactly. Now prove to me that it's wrong and we should do something about it. And then they're like, "Fucking try me, bitch."
there. Because pedophilia is wrong.
You think it'd
And,
be that simple,
dude,
but it's not.
I think it gets even worse with, like, they're trying to appeal to an more adult audience now because they're apparently working on a Roblox dating app. This is a real thing. They say it's for people that are too shy to go on real dates. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm sure that won't lead to more children getting groomed in the future at all. It's like, yeah, yeah, we know, like, kids are being targeted by predators, but at least we get to make a little money off it.
So don't get me wrong, dating in 2025 is not fucking easy. But like, Jesus fucking Christ.
You know, we said it many times last week that we live in the worst timeline. We live in the worst freaking timeline, dude.
It's gotta be. It's up there. Can you just imagine just you using like let's go on this hypothetical like first date on Roblox or whatever type thing. I wouldn't even know how to begin to do that or whatever, and it's just like, what? Like, are they run by like AI? Is Roblox just run by AI and we just don't know it yet type thing? Like there's this person that's basically just like, oh, stand here and be the CEO, even though you're clearly not the CEO and stuff like that. Like, is it just made by AI basically saying, oh, pedophilia is not bad, and I go, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, moving on though. That's like, don't need to sit on that for too long. I feel like it's like I said, it's pretty fucking obvious. Pedophilia is bad. Get rid of them all.
It's the most open and shut case in the universe.
How about instead just shut down Roblox? Can we all just agree? Let's just shut it down. Start over again. Do something else.
All those internet hackers that spend time,
Actually
trying to hack
making
into
something
people's
worse.
computers
Go ahead and do that to Roblox.
and stealing people's personal information. just shut down Roblox.
Yeah. Just like go nuts with it, because at this point, there's at some point you just gotta start fighting fire with fire, and I'm gonna burn the whole fucking thing to the ground.
Have you seen anything on the new Amazon-made War of the Worlds movie?
No.
That shit is so...
Well, I guess I've seen like a scene of it or whatever, and it's just the fucking worst.
It's legit like the new room on the internet. It is like one of the worst films ever made. Like, real quick, something I want to go over with you, because I think it's the funniest frickin' thing of all time. So, in the original, like the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds, and like in the book and stuff, why did the aliens come to Earth? Do you remember?
I never watched it, so.
Oh, because they wanted to take it over, kill all the humans, and live on the planet.
Yeah, I assume so.
And yeah, so What do you think they want to do in the new one?
Not that.
Okay, I want you to throw out just a random guess because whatever you guess, it will be infinitely better than what they actually are doing.
They wanted to capture all the big titty goth girls.
You know what? I would have preferred if that were the actual plan. Throughout the entire movie, Ice Cube is just like, fucking damn. What do they want? What are they here for? And no joke, they're crowding around data centers, right? Because the reason they're invading Earth is to eat our data. Now you tell me, what are aliens gonna do with our social security numbers?
They're gonna take our lives, and everything like that. Like they're just gonna pose as us, right? They're stealing our identity.
After everyone's dead, why?
I don't know. Look, Alex, here's the thing you forgot about it. It doesn't need to make sense because it was War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. So why does it matter?
I mean, I guess. Especially, like, anybody that sees the fucking... we gotta save the world with Amazon Air. It's the future of delivery. I don't know, man. I don't know. Amazon made that during the pandemic, which I get it. If that actually came out during the pandemic, I could excuse it.
They made that during the pandemic and they held on to it all this time?
Yes. The movie, I think, was made in like 2019 or 2020. And they've just kind of been hanging on to it.
What? Why?
I don't know.
What? I didn't know that. I'm even more confused now. What do you mean? Like, did somebody just like stash this onto a hard drive and they're like, "Oh yeah, I fucking forgot about this piece of shit." I don't know. Let's just throw it out there.
It was filmed in the COVID era. Pre-production started in November of 2020, and it was completed. It was completed in 2024.
Wait. You're in pre-production in 2020, and it took you 4 years to finish production?
In that shitty-looking movie. What was the budget? Oh, man, I need to know.
It better not have been more than, like, fucking $10.
Here it is. Let's see. Oh, come on. Be something, like, crazy.
Be something, like, insane for, like, just the price of Ice Cube.
Okay, $65 million.
Okay, well. That's, like, 64 more million than it should have been.
I don't like the idea of saying, why not just scrap the movie and call it a tax write-off? Why would you just not scrap this movie and make it a tax write-off?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Remember when DC didn't put out, what was it, Batgirl or whatever, because they said it was so bad?
Are all those Looney Tunes movies that WB just didn't want to make?
Yeah. Can we just, like, could somebody just, like, I don't know, like, get into the, the hard drives or whatever of
Amazon
and Warner Brothers and projects. Whatever else, DC, and just like say, like, hey guys, here's what we all missed out on. Basically, here's the Batgirl movie. Here's all those like Looney Tunes one. Oh, here's also a really sexy Lola Bunny. We don't know why is there, but it's just there.
Bro, I would pay so much money to watch the live action Powerpuff Girls. I would
forgot about
all of that money. The fact that got as far as it did,
God,
I want to watch it. I need a hacker or somebody to unearth.
We need some data miners to just go find that shit.
Please, God, it will be so fucking funny.
Like, do you think, like, What we need to do is we need to take an AI. We need to train an AI on just like War of the Worlds and all this stuff that didn't come out. Basically, and it's like, hey, all right, here, make movies just like this, basically, and then we'll just say they're tax write-offs and stuff like that, and then we'll just like in like 5 years they'll just show up on the internet and he goes like, oh yeah, this is fucking terrible.
If there is any like, that's a great scam idea. Just get it. Just have AI produce a bunch of movies and then write them all off as tax write-offs because they're never coming out.
Yeah.
I pray that somebody that has the power to actually do that doesn't watch this podcast. But training an AI, really funny, just though. Just train an AI to watch every episode of the Powerpuff Girls and Keeping Up with the Kardashians and say, just Frankenstein these.
Yeah, just put this all together in one thing and give us like an hour and a half piece of shit of that, and then it's just like them like eating spaghetti, and then the spaghetti turns into fingers, and then the fingers turn into like sausages, and then they all turn into sausages.
Release it in theaters.
I completely forgot about the Powerpuff Girls stuff until you brought it up. Like, oh my god, that was a thing.
Oh, I'll never forget about it.
I totally forgot about that.
That's gonna be on my mind forever.
Oh man,
that is burned into my memory.
What do you think of the day? Do you think they'll ever make a day where they make a live action Ed, Edd n Eddy? How would that work? He's really contemplating over there. So how was the think?
I really hope not.
Did you just like run through how it would look and everything like that, and how it all work out in your head, and you're just like, yeah, this is awful, don't do it.
I needed to process that. That show was my childhood.
It's true, it was.
Dude, the thing with Ed, Edd n Eddy too is it's not like some cartoons where it's like I think we've talked about this before, where they just run it out until it's like tired, old, and it's overstaying its welcome way too much. Ed, Edd n Eddy was consistently good throughout its entire run, and it ended on that banger movie.
It did, yeah.
It's like, if there's any property I never want them to bring back, I want it to be that one.
Yeah.
It's like, just leave it how it is.
It's always crazy to me to think that they wanted to end it on the episode where they wake up and they're like old men, basically, and it's like, oh yes, I remember those days and stuff like that, and they go, that's how you wanted to end it? And you said maybe we shouldn't, type thing. And I go, that's wild. I can't believe that.
It would have been pretty funny, though.
I mean, it's something that you definitely wouldn't get as a kid, but then like you go back and watch it when you're older, and you're like, oh my fucking god, like this is just me.
Man, I always wanted to grow up to be basically old man Rolf, where I was just incoherent and yelling about shit. Who is this Kevin you speak of?
Who is Kevin?
Rolf's tractor is not for sale!
Indeed. Oh, man.
Dude, that shit had me rolling when I was a kid. I thought that was the funniest thing in the universe.
I always thought, real fast, did you ever have a jawbreaker when you were a kid? Like, did you ever, did you ever, have those candies?
I knew, like, the big ones from the show sort of existed, where it's like you can't even fit it in your mouth. It's so big. I never had one of those. I had one of the smaller jawbreakers, though, and I thought it was disgusting, so I never ate.
It's true.
So I never had another one.
When I started watching that show, I had never had a jawbreaker, and I just thought, because I'm a dumb kid, that the jawbreakers were just that big, and I never wanted one as a result of it. Because I'm like, how the fuck am I even gonna fit that in my mouth? Like, you know, like how, what? And so I was like, that's like, I just convinced myself that jawbreakers weren't real. Like, that there wasn't a candy called jawbreakers. I just convinced myself that just wasn't a thing. I found out when I was 17 that jawbreakers exist, and it blew me away.
That's That's kind of wild.
I know, right?
Okay, actual question for you: what was your favorite childhood candy, like of all time, if you had to pick one?
That's a tough one.
Now, what is your favorite candy today? What was it back then?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. I was like, I think one of my, was it the, Oh, actually, I do know what this is. It's the, I think it's a candy you really only see around Easter time, but it's like was it like the Jolly Rancher suckers or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I only ever see
Okay.
those during like Easter, but I was like, I love those things, man.
Man, when I was a kid, I was all about Tootsie Rolls and like
Yeah.
Bit O' Honeys and shit.
No.
And now as an adult, whenever on the very few occasions where I eat candy, I always turn into a fat piece of shit because I'll get one of those like premium chocolate bars, like it's the size of a brick shit house. The damn thing will be like this big, and I'll eat it all in one sitting, and then cry about it before going to sleep.
Alex, it's just really funny you brought up like, oh, I'll just eat like a whole bag of like Tootsie Rolls or whatever. You just eat like a whole thing of candy. I have a bag of Tootsie Rolls literally sitting next to me that is mostly gone. I had these yesterday.
That's awesome. Dude, Tootsie Rolls are the shit.
They're great, but it's like,
So,
Jesus.
so-
I was just like, that bag was full
you just, like-
yesterday. I
You
opened
just
it
sat on your-
yesterday.
Jesus Christ. My brother in Christ, you gotta slow down.
I know, I really do. It's not like a big bag. It's just it's a good size. It's an okay size bag.
Okay.
But it's
And
like
I've-
it's just one of those moments where you're just like you sit here, you watch like a movie or like YouTube videos, and you're just popping them in your mouth or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I've eaten way too many of this.
Dude,
Oops.
I have no room to judge either because I remember this one time. I don't remember when, but I remember for some reason I just really wanted a cake. So I went out and bought some cake mix, bought some frosting, just made it that night, right? So I was like, I'll just eat it out of the pan. I'm the only one eating this. I finished like 70% of it
Oh man.
in one sitting. And then I remember just looking at the end of the night before I went to bed and it's like, oh my god, it's almost done. Why did I do that?
Why have I done this to myself?
I was in rough shape because I felt like I just ate an entire cake. It was one of those moments where you just sit back and we're like, oh. And then you get up and you're like, oh no. I
Yeah.
had like the worst stomach cramps of all time. And we were talking about bed farts earlier,
Oh
right?
yeah, we were.
I farted so much, so loudly, and they smelled so bad that entire night. I think I only got like 2 hours maybe of sleep.
Ugh.
Because it's like every time I tried to go into bed, I would squeeze out another one. Just like, oh man. I will never treat my stomach so poorly again, ever again.
Yeah. It's just like after that you're just like rolling around in bed and stuff like that. But that morning shit in the morning or that whatever midnight shit, it's like you just like, man, I just dropped like 20 pounds.
I think I had like Taco Bell that same day too.
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah, I was not being kind to my asshole that day.
Didn't sound like it. That's like, it's like there's always like the food that you eat that just like your stomach just like it's just like, why have you done this to yourself? Why did you do this type thing? And for me, it's like whenever you eat a whole frozen pizza. Now, if I only have it like if I only have like 3/4 of a pizza, fine. If I try and eat the whole thing, it's just like my stomach's just like, why have you done this to yourself?
Okay, well, you're not getting any fucking sleep tonight, type shit. Yeah.
Pretty much. It was just like you're gonna be rolling around. You're gonna go, oh, the shits the next day are just gonna not be good and anything like that. It's it's vile. So I have to make sure to leave at least a slice of pizza. Otherwise, it's not gonna end well.
You think it's like a mental thing too, where it's like
it's gotta
if
be.
if I leave one slice, then I'm okay.
Yeah,
but if I
fine.
eat that last slice, all hell will break loose.
Yep. I think it's just my body subconsciously like, you shouldn't have done that, so here's your punishment. Oh, man. Love it.
My body is like the exact opposite. Where I'll feel like my stomach's full, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's my brain thinking this, but it's like my stomach is like, I'm full, I can't fit anymore. And my brain will be like, come on, man, there's just one slice left. It's a frozen pizza. What are you going to do, reheat it? Just go over there. Just go pop that thing in. It's like, I don't have any room for that. You'll make room. Go pop it in.
You'll make room. Your brain's just like trying to convince you you can do it. Try. You got this. Well, just one more, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Alex, how many hamburgers do you think you eat in a year? Like in the 365-day span, how many burgers do you think you eat in a year?
It's over 200 easily. I would have to say it's like between 250 and 300. I eat burgers a lot.
The national average for an average American is 156 burgers a year.
Yeah. No, I'm not surprised. I definitely fall within that spectrum. I eat a lot of cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
It's tasty and it's convenient. It's a comfort food.
Yeah, it doesn't help that every like fast food place you go is just burgers.
Every fast food place, every restaurant, all of them have at least one type of burger.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't help that we're stupid Americans, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing this one skit where two guys go to a restaurant and it's like Joey's Crab Shack. I'm not sure if you've ever seen this.
I've not.
It's like they sit down and we're like, hey, so what's good here? Well, it's the Crab Shack, so crab's pretty good. Okay. So I'll get a cheeseburger and fries, and my buddy will get chicken fingers. It's like that type shit.
Yep. Now here's another question: how many hot dogs do you think you eat in a year?
Oh boy. It's like straight hot dogs,
like
or are we including turkey dogs in this?
Hot dog, any hot dog variants, like hot dog, chili dog, whatever type thing. If it comes in a bun and it's like the sausage or wiener or whatever, it's like that's a hot dog. Doesn't matter what you put on top of it, it's a hot dog.
Are we including all types of wieners?
Sure. I mean, no, not those kinds, but
I'm just joking. I like mine cream filled. Anyway.
Yeah,
That one's way less. I'd say an entire year 30, 35 maybe. I don't eat that many hot dogs. No, it's got to be more than that. Like, I'd say I'm in like the 40s for that.
The national average is 76.
Okay.
I probably skew towards that, I'll be honest.
I thought it was going to be higher than that, actually.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that burgers are way higher than like hot dogs, I guess.
No, I'm not surprised. They have hot dogs at like, sporting events or whatever, but it's like hamburgers, those are like the national thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anybody can drive like 5 minutes down the road and pick themselves up a hamburger. It's harder to get a hot dog.
It's true.
But a lot of those are Costco dogs too.
There's not a lot of places to get a good hot dog, right? Like unless you're at like a sporting event and stuff.
At sporting events, like they're good at Portillo's, but
yeah. But there's not like a lot of places to get them. It's pretty much what it comes down to. It's like there's a few restaurants here or there, but like for the most places, it's just like you don't really go to a place to get a hot dog. You just like, oh, hot dogs are here. Sure. I mean, I'm at like a baseball game.
I think it's because when people like get takeout or I think a lot less restaurants serve hot dogs because hot dogs are so easy to make that
Mm.
a lot of people are just like, why wouldn't I just like pick up a package and make hot dogs myself? That doesn't make any sense, right? I'm sure if you want like a premium hot dog, like a chili cheese hot dog, but I think if you're doing that and you're like in a big urban area like we are, a lot of people will just be like, well, I'll go to Portillo's. Like, it's hard to have a lot of competition in that space, I
Yeah.
think.
We need to bring back like just
Mhm.
basic ass hot dog stands. Like you know how like you always see in like old timey films or whatever. There's just like hot dogs, get your hot dogs here. There's just like random guys like on the streets or whatever, and they have like a
I
like a
mean, like,
stand.
the problem with where we are is that we're too small of an area, and
I
like bigger
understand.
cities like Chicago, New York. I'm pretty sure like in certain areas of California, they're all over the place, but
Mm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
and like we're not small town Wisconsin, obviously, but like
No, but it's definitely not big.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, they don't. They're not really in Milwaukee either.
No, not really.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Food trucks are still pretty big here. We have that going for us.
Yeah.
Wonder what the most popular type of fruit truck food, aside from ice cream, is out there.
Hmm.
Because from my experience, it varies wildly.
Yeah.
I've seen some serve pizza. I've seen some serve Chinese. I've seen some serve like seafood and Mexican. They're all over the place. I wonder what like the most popular one is. So, since we're on the we broke the subject. Do you have any like big food quirks? Like
Any
things that you'll
big
do with food?
quirks.
Like things that you'll do with food, or like ways that you'll eat food that is very atypical from other people?
Uh, the only thing I can
No.
think of off the top of my head is that I put peanut or jelly on top of my grilled cheese sandwiches. Slather some grape
Explain.
jelly on top of your grilled cheese sandwiches or whatever. It's delicious.
Okay.
Try it sometime. It's like seriously, like
No.
get a grilled cheese sandwich, like make a grilled cheese sandwich, and then slather just a bunch of like grape jelly on that. Oh, it's awesome.
I'm not gonna judge because I asked for this.
You did.
I'm just thinking because well, no, Cole's is way worse. Cole's are infinitely worse. I don't know where he gets some of this from.
He's just like soggy food.
He likes soggy bread for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Nobody
like,
can figure out why.
no one knows why.
We, I actually have tried few of Cole's like things before. It's like I'm not eating soggy bread. It's like fuck that. That's disgusting. But like the goldfish and applesauce.
Yeah.
I still don't get that. That just tastes like two foods that taste better separate than together. But whatever. His sub is okay.
It's true.
Like
you
banana
did
peppers,
you did
olives?
do the sub. Yep, I remember you doing
Banana
that.
peppers and olives. Those are decent inside a meatball marinara. I'm not sure why he put lettuce. He puts lettuce in there, but it's something, I guess. I just find it so funny all the like interesting ways that people will eat food, because doesn't Billy also do a thing where he'll make a bunch of hot dogs, cut them up, and then eat them like a sandwich? Am I
Does he?
going crazy?
I
I feel like that's a thing that I've seen him do before.
I've seen him do what he call what there's a guy that that comes that is, what was it, Jerry or whatever. He's like, he taught him how to do like a microwave hot dog, basically, where you just take like two things of like a paper towel, you wet the paper towel, you get it soggy and stuff like that, you stick it in there for like 30 seconds type thing, then you let it air out a little bit, then you put it in there for another 30 seconds, and then you throw the bun in there for another 10 seconds on top of that, and then it's like it comes out perfect. And I'm just going like,
Seems
I mean,
like
that
a
is
lot
like
of
the
extra
most
effort for a hot dog.
yeah, exactly, that's what I said. I was like, I guess it cooks one hot dog and it's good, I guess. I don't know, it's microwaving a hot dog, for God's sakes.
Just throw it in the microwave, put it in there for like 30 seconds, and it's done. You don't need anything else.
But this has the right amount of sogginess to it. It doesn't dry it out and everything like that. I've watched him do this when I work with him on Sundays. I've watched him do this on multiple occasions.
I want to hear him explain this to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Next time we're hanging out or whatever, you have to tell him what's the Jerry method of making hot dogs, and he will explain it to you.
So I have an interesting one with burgers. This is what made me think of it.
Okay.
I don't modify them at all. I grab like 2 or 3 cheeseburgers from McDonald's, right? And I won't eat them right away.
Okay.
I'll either just throw them in the microwave. Don't turn the microwave on. I just put them in there.
Okay.
And I wait like an hour, or I'll throw them in the fridge for a while, just enough to cool them down, right?
Okay.
Then I'll dip them in ketchup, and I'll eat them like finger food.
So you like cold McDonald's burgers?
Yes, I like them cold. Not all the time, but I do like them when they're cold.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've had cold McDonald's burgers. I think they're not very good, but, you know.
You see, I have had cold burgers from other places, like Wendy's, Culver's. I think they're nasty when cold.
Yes.
McDonald's, though. I don't know what it is about their burgers. Like, maybe it's because they cook them so thin. Maybe because they use alien meat or whatever.
That's true.
But I
don't know. Have you ever tried mix mashing, like stuff like that? Like, ever tried, like, you go to like a McDonald's and you take, and then you go to like a Burger King and you like put the Burger King bun with the McDonald's like burger itself and like the lettuce and everything like that, and just see if there's any difference?
No.
Tried doing that. I tried doing that with Wendy's. That one time I got like a chicken sandwich from Wendy's, and then I went to KFC and I got the chicken. I replaced the chicken from Wendy's with KFC chicken. It was like,
that's interesting.
It was like mildly okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I wasn't the biggest like fan of like KFC or whatever. But it's like, it was something I used to. You know, you're bored college kids or whatever on a campus that has not a whole lot to do. So you're sitting here going just like, all right, well, we have a few restaurants around here, and I got like $15 in my in my pocket, and I'm hungry. So might as well, let's just go to like 3 different places and then just get like a hodgepodge of shit, basically. And then I saw one of my buddies just like mixing and matching, basically, where he would like take the bun or he'd take the burger or something like that, or like he would throw like what was it, the Chick-fil-A sauce or whatever, and he'd put it on like a Burger King burger or whatever type thing, and he goes, "This is the only way I eat Burger King burgers." And I go, "I've never even considered that." You ever tried that before?
No. I've never even thought of that.
Exactly. It's like something you never think of, right? But you're just like, then you see it and you're like, see, this man's either a genius or he's out of his damn mind.
It's usually the latter.
Have
you ever seen that one Binging with Babish episode where he goes over all these people, like different quirks that people have?
No.
It's pretty wild. So wait, do you know what Gator wine is?
Yes, I do know what Gator wine is.
That's where Gator wine comes from.
Is that where it originates from?
That one's actually pretty good, but he reviews a bunch of them. Funnily enough, someone put goldfish and applesauce in that video.
Jesus Christ.
But there's all sorts of other ones where it's like one made someone said, "Oh yeah, make a regular ham and cheese sandwich and then just shove Oreos in there for whatever reason."
Oh, yeah, I have seen that actually.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. And I'm just like, what? Oreos? What was I remember seeing, like, I don't remember where I saw this from, but I remember seeing, like, people were like, "Oh yeah, let's make a peanut butter jelly sandwich and then stick like Cool Ranch Doritos in the middle of it and then just eat that." And I go,
That actually sounds fire.
I mean, it might sound good, but it also just doesn't sound wrong. I don't know, man.
Adds texture.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, and then Cole would be like, all right, now let's stick it in a bucket of water and let it soak there for like an hour.
Yeah, that's just the way Cole is. So let me read some of these off to you, okay? I want you to react to some of them.
Oh, man.
The PPJAP. So make a regular...
The PPJP.
It's 3 pieces of bread. And it goes bread, peanut butter, bread, pickles, jelly, bread.
It's way too much bread.
Why would you put pickles on a PB&J?
I don't know, man.
Anyway.
It's also way too much bread.
Yeah.
Maybe it's to mask all the other tastes. They're like, with just 2 slices of bread, it doesn't absorb enough of the taste. We gotta add we gotta add those extra slices.
Oh no, it's not goldfish in applesauce. It's Cheez-Its in applesauce.
Oh,
here we go, the Oreo witch.
I mean, I guess it's not that much different, right?
No, I feel like it's slightly better with Cheez-Its. It would have to be, right?
I hate that we're gonna have to do this. I think.
That actually try these.
Yeah, I think we might have to try some of these actually.
Dude, let's make a video out of it. It'll be funny.
One of these days, well, we should just do it. We should just get a bunch of shit and then just live on the podcast, just taste it.
That's a great idea, actually.
Oh, they get the visceral reactions.
Here's some more I got for you. Velveeta and marshmallow s'mores. So Ritz crackers, a cooked marshmallow, and Velveeta cheese.
Not even like the noodles, just the cheese, huh?
Yep. Just cheese.
Okay. I mean, sure. Why the fuck not?
Wait, what is this? Ooh, the Snickle. I almost forgot about that one. So you hollowed out a pickle, right? And then you just put a Snickers bar in the middle.
What?
Yep.
How do you hollow out? What? How? Fucking what?
How do you keep it together, do you ask? Easy, with rubber bands.
Yeah. Totally.
You know, he says, I'll link you the video so you can watch it later, but he says in the video, I feel like people are just trying to troll me, but it's like, no, there are real people that eat this crap all the time.
I mean, I don't doubt it, because people are crazy.
It's freaking wild.
Trust me, there's a whole show. If you watch 100% Each, they do what they call is food court, where people submit their most disgusting takes, basically, and then they judge whether or not it's a food crime or not. And some of the shit that they say, some of the shit that the people submit, I go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Have you ever tried? What was one of the more crazier ones or whatever? What's the method again where you cook where you just put it in hot water or whatever? Is it sous vide or what is it? Something like that?
Yeah.
Sous vide. Have you ever tried to sous vide a steak by throwing it in your dishwasher?
No, I've definitely heard of this. I've seen a lady cook a lasagna in a dishwasher before, and I thought that was fucking disgusting.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, man? What are you talking about?
I remember she was so cheap too that she went and bought discarded animal fat instead of actual meat. I thought I was going to hurl.
I remember this one where it was just like where like this mom had like this like wine bottle that they threw a bunch of food in basically one time, and then they never ate, but she still has the bottle to this day, basically, and that bottle is older than her son, which is the one who submitted it to the show. And I went, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, you got to carry this mantle. Like, when your mom dies, you have to take that, and then you have to pass it down to your kids. And you go, yeah, this is from your grandmother or whatever type thing. It's like shitty food that you're never going to eat, but you have to hold on to this because this is your legacy. This is us. This is who we are.
Some of the delicacies around the world. A lot of people are like, it's tradition. People eat this all the time. I don't care. You should be ashamed of it. Because there's, like, it gets to the point where it's like, how is that edible? Like, how or why would you ever want to consume that? I think in, like, India, it's like, well, it's a tradition. It's fermented child piss.
All right. Well,
a kid pees in a jar.
All right.
You let it ferment. Then you drink that. Then in Scandinavia, I think it's like called kivia or something like that. It's like, well, it's a delicacy down here. It's fermented seal shit.
All right. Well,
it's a delicacy.
Don't take feces.
No, not just feces. Aged feces.
Don't take feces and age it and go, it's a delicacy. You're eating shit. You're eating literal shit. I don't care if it's sat there for 30 years.
I got enough. I remember at least one of them is... So that is a thing. The fermented seal shit. I need to know, is that what kivia is, though? Because I've definitely heard of this. Okay,
I get there's just some foods that, you Americans will never understand type thing. It's like Vegemite. You ever have Vegemite or whatever?
Dude, we're going to get... People will actually hurt us if we talk shit about Vegemite.
I understand. Trust me, I am a filthy American. I don't understand Vegemite. Vegemite is fucking disgusting.
I tried... Kiviak. That's what it's called.
What the fuck?
Let's see. A traditional Inuit food from Greenland, made by fermenting little... Oh, no, this is something else. This is fermenting fermenting little auks, or seabirds, inside of seal skin.
All right, well, take it back.
Well, no, the fermented seal shit is still a thing.
I know, but I'm just like, I was like, oh, this has got to be better than that. And then I was thinking in my head, I'm like, well, I take that back instantly. Don't ferment dead shit and other dead shit, man. What are you doing?
I don't know. You know, I think that's the reason why it's like people go and travel, right? And they'll be like, it's a delicacy. Man,
if you travel,
I'll take a cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers are safe.
If you travel somewhere and was like told that you had no idea what the food is, and you went, it's a delicacy, and you go, well, I gotta try it, right? You know, and so like that. So and then they tell you afterwards that you literally ate donkey shit or something like that. Like, and you just go, what the fuck did you just say to me? you had me eat literal shit.
I think this one's in India, where it's like, and like somebody goes up to you, a vendor offers you what looks like a hard-boiled egg, and it's like you bite into it, and it's like it's green and it tastes awful. Why does it taste like that? Oh, well, because we had it drowning in child piss. I think I would actually hit the guy in the face.
I think I'd just be convinced I'm a registered sex offender at that point.
That's the weirdest part. It's never just regular piss. It's always child piss.
I know, right? It's just like, why?
Why is it specifically child pee? Like, if it was just pee, I'd still be grossed out. Why is that where it has to come from?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Speaking of pedophiles. No, I'm not gonna do that.
We already did that.
I know.
Anyways.
I know I'm grossed out. I wanted to eat cake tonight, man. I don't want to be thinking about all this.
All right. Well, how about we think about this? In 24 hours, Silksong. There's something going to be announced for Silksong.
Yeah.
Ain't that wild?
Let's go.
I hope it's a release date. If it's a release date, I'm gonna shit my brains out.
If it's just all gameplay that we've already seen before, and it ends on coming soon.
Oh,
I swear to God.
I think I might just give up at that point. Legitimately, I think I'd be like, you know what? You've defeated me. I've waited patiently this whole time, and then you did that, and then you're just going like, what are we doing? You know what? When the game comes out, if it's coming out, I'm good. You know?
Yeah. It's been too long.
God, I hope it's not that. I kind of doubt it.
I hope so too.
I would hope so. I just saw that yesterday, and I was just like, holy shit.
Fucking finally, right?
I know, right? It's only been, 5 years?
Right. Feels like every big gaming show, there's always a tease of Silksong in the background.
So
no new information on it.
Before we know if there is or is not a release date, do we think we get it, or we're getting it before or after GTA 6?
Before. It's supposed to be coming out this year.
It's got to be before, right?
It's supposed to come out this year.
Team Cherry.
I'm gonna say
it's got to be before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Swear to God.
A lot of people think GTA 6 is going to be delayed until 2027.
I was like, there was reports that came out not that long ago that it was going to be delayed to September or something like that, and then there was further reports saying it might be further than that. And I go, why'd you even put a release date then if that's the case?
Christ Almighty, yeah.
So I don't think there's been anything official, at least not that I know of. But it's all just rumors and reports and stuff like that. I'd have to believe that Rockstar is trying very hard to make the March release date or whatever. What was it again?
I think it was March. Yeah.
I think something like that.
I hope so. Yeah.
I'd have to believe they would have wanted on what is that? Because that's still Q4 of last year, then, right? I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
It's how financial things work. Something like that.
Dude, one more part of pretty crazy gaming news I heard about recently. So, Helldivers is coming to Xbox, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you heard about this?
I did.
So, it's coming to Xbox, and it's going to have a Halo 3 ODST collab.
I saw that.
You're going to be able to get into ODST armor, use guns from the Halo series.
That's cool.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty awesome because after Helldivers 2 came out, wasn't it just everybody in that community was badgering 343, be like, can you please make a Halo game like this, please?
There's just the meme with the guy who's like, come on, do something.
Do something. and they didn't, and they just mismanaged the series for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
I find it so. Apparently, we're still going to get a new Halo game next year. Nobody knows what the fuck it is.
Yeah,
I've heard rumors all across the board. Some people say, "Oh yeah, things are going great. It's definitely releasing next year." Other ones are just like, it's in an abysmal state. People working on it don't even know what the fuck they're working on."
So the classic Xbox stuff that's been going on recently.
Microsoft, I hate you so much. How are you this bad at managing your own studios?
How is it that you lay off as many people as you did and you still can't get your shit together? All great questions, no great answers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And then meanwhile, Sony's over here going like, "Oh yeah, tomorrow we're raising all the prices of all the PlayStation 5s because tariffs."
I saw that too.
So I hope you got to pay a PlayStation 5 or Pro or whatever while you can, because they're going to be $50 more expensive now.
They are high if they think I'm paying $750 for fucking PS5 Pro.
Oh.
No goddamn way. Absolutely not.
So how do we feel like this may or may not impact when the PS6 or whatever comes out? Like, do we think they're just going to be like absurdly priced then?
I mean, we're thinking that, right?
That's true, I guess.
I think, like, some people are say, like, the PS5 Pro is going to cost, like, upwards of $1,000, which, I don't know. How do you think that would go? If they release the PlayStation 6 at $1,000 US, do you think it'll be anywhere as popular as the PS5 was?
No.
That's where I am at.
It comes to a point when it's just like, it's now too expensive. There's part of the reason why. There's just part of the reason why the like Valve Index and whatever these VR headsets are a problem, and it's like partially because.
There's not enough interest in that type of, game community.
Yeah, but it's also just really expensive.
If someone's going to spend like $1,000 on something to play video games, why won't they just get a PC?
Why would you not just get a PC at that point?
Well, why not? Like, that's why I think
you could get a PC for less than that, and it would probably run better. Just as good, if not better.
I absolutely hate giving Xbox credit because they always let me down when I do this.
That's true.
But I've got to say, their idea of making what's basically a gaming PC that can connect to your television with an Xbox is pretty smart. Dare I say, like letting you have access to Steam and Epic Games, and if it can do just like regular Windows 11 stuff too, I'd say just get that. Now, it's impossible to say how that's going to work out knowing Microsoft's track record. But
the idea
is good. Yeah.
The idea is solid. The execution might not quite be there.
No.
But the idea is there.
If that's why we're all both saying if Sony really wants to put out a PlayStation and charge that much for it, I think at that point they're just pricing themselves out.
Oh yeah,
that is one thing they need to take a loss on, because it's like, and I get tariffs, but the PS5, that's really old technology at this point. They've got to be making a profit on it now.
Yeah.
Whereas just, yeah, I'm not going to harp on, but
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, and I'm partially of the mindset that it's like, if you don't have a PS5 already, you clearly didn't necessarily care for one at this point. So
I kind of understand if it's like if you really wanted the Pro and being upset about this now, but
why would you not just gotten it at this point? It's been out for a decent amount of time at this point, right? I guess maybe you were saving up for it, but I don't know.
From what I heard, a lot of people were waiting until the release of GTA 6 to get a PS5 Pro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
which I guess whatever. Like, these tariffs have been looming for quite some time now.
Yeah, especially if you knew that you already heard that the Switch 2's prices were being taken into account for the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not think that the Xboxes or PlayStations wouldn't also follow suit on that? And it's yeah, of course they were going to.
I mean, I think we can both agree that the tariffs are stupid, but that's really not what this is about.
Yeah, it's besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, agreed. So I don't know. It's just like it's always that I'm always with the mindset that it's like if you wanted this console or whatever type thing, it's like I feel like you would have gotten it by now. It's been years at this point. Do you think if like let's say that under the hypothetical that like GTA 6 says, oh, we're delaying to early 2027 or whatever now, and it's like, and then like Sony and like Xbox saying, oh, here's the next PlayStation Xbox type thing. Do you think we would have like a Cyberpunk on our hands again, where like it just runs like ass on the PS5 and then runs okay on the PS6?
No, with GTA, the thing is that they've done this before with GTA 5.
That's true.
It's like it didn't run like immaculately great on the Xbox 360 and PS3, but like it's the 360 and the PS3. What do you can only do so much. But it wasn't like broken on those consoles. I remember playing that game on them and it worked just fine. And then the next gen consoles came out and the game ran better, but it still worked on the old technology. I'm hoping at least they have that same type of quality control at Rockstar, or have more than.
I would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you're Rockstar, I think if you're even thinking about putting out GTA 6 and it's not working on, PS5 or whatever type thing, it's like because a lot of people don't, or whatever. It's like PS5, Xbox, whatever. It's like.
If you know anything about scalpers, it's no matter how much inventory you have, people are going to have a hard time getting it right away.
But it's also just like if it's going to it should work on everything, right? Like you're looking at Cyberpunk and you're saying what a train wreck that was. We don't want to do that type thing. We don't want to be that. We don't want to be known for and lose a ton of players as a result of just literal broken game on what it was at the PS4 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, let's not do that.
Question for you. Like, we don't need to talk about this a long time, but are you excited for next gen, like, at all?
No.
I feel like the only one that I would have been, like, interested in or excited for was the Switch 2, and it's like, well, I don't really want to get that right away.
No.
I just feel like I'm fully off the bandwagon.
It's partially just like... I feel like the Switch 2 is basically just like the whole thing is that
it's just a better Switch 1, basically.
It's just a better Switch 1, and there's not really a whole lot of reason. I mean, we've talked about how little we actually like play our Switches, basically. So it's like, for us, it's not really worth it because we don't play a ton of games on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, I still look at it going, just like, there's nothing that really interests me. Like, Mario Kart doesn't interest me. Bonanza doesn't interest me. And
is there anything that may release on the next gen? Because obviously, Xbox, or all their shit's coming to PC day one. We all know that. Is there any, like, PlayStation like games that would entice you to buy a PlayStation 6 day one?
I mean, if like the next, like if like Persona 6 was just like, oh, it's only on PS6, I guess then probably. But like,
I don't think
and even then, I think I would probably just like I'll give it a little while and then and then it'll eventually come out on everything, because if Atlas is doing that, it's because they signed like an exclusivity contract for a little while.
I doubt that game's gonna be.
And I highly doubt it's going to be this time. Let's like I know 5 came out, or PS5 came out on it originally, but it was just like I don't think they're going to do that now with it being as big as it is. And don't they have like I'm pretty sure Atlas also has like pretty good relations with Xbox right now, so it's like I think they would have to put out anything they release onto Xbox now. So I'm pretty sure like P4 Revival will come on Xbox as well, along with like PC.
Yeah.
I'd have to believe so. Because it was like SMT5 came out on Switch exclusive, and it was not one of the reason I got the Switch, but it was like I just remembered I was like, oh, I had a Switch, and I was like, well, I'm gonna play that game. Then Vengeance came out, and came out on everything, so I was just like, okay, That's good.
Dude, if they make Wolverine PlayStation 6 exclusive, people are going to be pissed.
Could you imagine?
No. People would have a field day. It's like, this game was advertised for the PS5. You're going to fucking release it on the PS5.
Yeah.
I would say, like, Spider-Man, but I don't know. I liked Spider-Man 2 just fine, but it's like, if we're just going to have another Spider-Man game that's exactly like the last three, it's like, what's the point, kind of?
I think at that point I would just like wait until there's enough games that I would want to play that specifically on that console. It's like
that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, it's like if there was like a multitude of games, basically, like let's say like the Final Fantasy VII like finale comes out and it's PS6 only for whatever type thing, and then it was like, oh, also P6 is on there, and then like a Final Fantasy 17 or something like that, and I'm just like, okay, sure.
Like the next Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, like whenever Kingdom Hearts 4, if that's ever being released in the next 10 years. Turns out Kingdom Hearts fans just have to wait 10 years gaps before mainline games.
Yeah. I think it'd have to be like that for me too, because like if they release like, oh, new God of War, it's like, okay, cool, I'll get to that eventually, I'm sure. It's like, oh, New Horizon. I still haven't finished the last Horizon game. New, I don't know, Astrobot. It's like, sure. I'm not spending $1,000 to access any of these. But, cool.
Yeah.
I think it is too, like, PlayStation more now than ever has been putting out more games on the PC. So especially, like, if you're going to price a console that high and all your games are just coming to PC anyway, along with everything else, I feel like consumers are just going to be like, I'll just get a regular PC. This is a conundrum, actually, now. So the PS5 Pro is $750. Do you think the next PlayStation is going to cost more or less than that?
I'd have to think less. I think they're probably going to have like two different versions. One where it's like it's kind of like it was kind of like when I thought when it came with like Xbox or whatever. It was like they had like the S and then they had the X. The S was not as powerful, but it was cheaper. And then it was obviously digital only, whereas the X was like everything basically.
Do you really think they're going to try that after all the shit the Xbox Series S got?
I think there's the potentiality like you could they could do it. I think there's a realistic chance that could happen. If the prices are as absurd as that, like let's say even like the next PlayStation is like $800 or something like that. It's like it's like, oh, well, you can buy the PlayStation 6
small S, basically,
whatever, like the normal PlayStation 6 for $800, or you can pay like $600 for one that's not quite as good type thing. For more casual experience or something like that.
I don't think that would do well. I'm just going to be completely honest. I still don't see a market for that. With, like, it's a difference in mindset, right? With, like, PC, you have a whole, like, variation of parts. So it's like if you build a lower-end PC, it can still often do a lot, and a lot of people are like, whatever. It's a place to start off. Maybe I'll upgrade later. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 6, if you just say, well, this is the same but worse, but it costs less, I'm not sure how people would react to that.
I don't know either.
But with the Series S, they were like, well, yeah, you're just getting less storage. It's digital only, and it runs worse. I feel like a lot of people are just like, I just pay like $100 or so more and get the bigger one with more memory and a disk drive.
See, and that I think was the main issue between it, because it was only like, oh, for like $100 more, it's like, yeah, it's $100, but like, for only $100 more. Like whenever I think of like doing stuff like this, I think of like there's just like a major gap
So you think
price.
it would?
Like there could be a PlayStation 6 for like $800 or something like that, and then that's like the Pro, Ultra, all the bells and whistles type thing, and then you could have like one that's like $400. That's like it runs. It doesn't run the best, but it runs and plays PlayStation 6 games. You don't think there'd be a market for that? For like half the price?
There might be. It's like you were saying, it like 400. It'd have to be pretty cheap.
Yeah. Because that was always the idea with like between the Switch and the Switch Lite, right? It was that it was smaller. It doesn't, you don't dock it or whatever type thing. It's only for on the go, basically. Battery life's not as good. Screen's not as big, type thing.
I mean, the difference is with the Switch Lite, it still ran Switch games just fine, which is why I think people were okay buying it. If it's like it still plays PS5 games, but how good does it play them?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was getting at. It was like, whereas the $400 one will play games, might not be the best frame rate, but it will play, and it won't really impact you, the thing or whatever. Like, won't really impact it, but like those are for the real casual. But for like the people that are all like 60 FPS, everything, like high end tech stuff like that, it's like we're going balls to the walls, like everything like that. Then you go to the classify.
I think we're at the point where 60 FPS should be the standard.
I know. Trust me.
I'm not sure.
I'm with you, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're getting at. I don't know, man. I'm still in the part where it's like I think they could sell that. It'd be a tough sell, I think.
Yeah.
There'd be a market for that, but it's like
it'd be a market, but I don't know how big of it would be.
I feel like if PlayStation were like, okay, like here's the big fancy PlayStation 6, and they just released it at an absurd price that not a lot of people are going to be willing to pay. It's like, okay, it's okay. You can get this smaller, shittier one that we're releasing for a lower price. I would just be like, I'm just not going to get a PlayStation then. It's like I feel like almost like pandered to. It's like, oh, you don't make enough money. You're too poor to afford the nice PlayStation. So you're releasing the poor people PlayStation for you, and it's like, fuck off. I'm just not going to get a PlayStation.
And that's why I think they're not going to view it as just like, oh, here's the big one, here's the big thing or whatever. They're gonna. And obviously this won't work for a lot of people, but like they're gonna frame it as here's the pro model, whereas like all like the techies, the people that are big into gaming will go for the big one type thing, and then the casual experience where it's more just for the story and everything like that of our games is going to be this little one that will run the games. Won't maybe not run the best, but it will run the games, and you won't really notice a major drop off when it comes to performance wise. And it's like that will be the casual experience. That's just there for people that don't want to go nuts with it. That's just how I look at it. That's how I think of when it comes to framing stuff like this. They'll put it as that. Obviously, more people will gravitate towards the big high end one.
Yeah.
But
like we've both been saying it. They could do that. It'd be hard though.
It's something that would take a lot of researching into marketing and knowing your audience and everything like that. And
it would be a big uphill battle.
It'd be a big endeavor for PlayStation for Sony to understand if that's something they want to do. And I have no idea. I wouldn't even know where the research or how to even begin to do that kind of stuff or how to look into it basically. And the thing is, if you're going to say, okay, we have this smaller I keep saying Xbox, PlayStation, that's not as good, but we have to make sure that games do run on it and stuff like that and run okay. Because if we say if games come out and they just are dropping frames and everything like that, then we're not really delivering on the product we're saying.
That's the issue. That's what all these developers had. The problem that they had with the Xbox Series S, it's that they had to skew it for both. That's been a problem for the longest time.
Ultimately, it's going to come down to basically just like they're going to have two different versions of a game, basically, which is just going to be like that's just not a good way to. It's going to hike development time up like crazy, and I don't know why you would spend time doing that, honestly.
All for a thing that may not end up working out.
Like, yeah, exactly. For probably when majority of the people who buy PlayStations are going to go like let's say like 70. And I think I'm being even on the low end of 70% go for the big Xbox. Then why are we catering to like the 30% of the people that are on Xbox or whatever, like that are on like the lower end PlayStations? Jesus Christ! Yeah,
that's a problem that Xbox ran into, and that's why I think Sony, I think personally, aren't going to be too interested in this. Like what they've done with their slim models is kind of smart. They can do a thing where like, it has less memory.
Yeah.
You can. It's like a base thing where it's like it only has like 200.
You could do like different storage spaces and stuff like that. Like
it only has like 200 gigs of inbuilt memory and stuff. It doesn't have a disk drive, but you can upgrade it later. I could see them maybe doing something like that.
Yeah.
And for like the big Pro model, it has like all the bells and whistles, like, just like standard.
Yeah.
But to say like, this one just has overall, worse performance in like all these various areas. If people don't buy into that, Sony has just got to be like, well, we're stuck with this thing for basically the entire generation, because if they say, this is just going to run everything the PS6 does, and they like give up halfway through, a lot of people are going to be like, well, what the fuck? What did I buy this thing for then?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's
I think I talked myself out of it too.
It's like if me invested in that console and PlayStation just came out like a month later and was like, yeah, so we're not going to support this anymore because it's not powerful enough to run the games we want to make. They'd obviously frame it prettier than that, but that's what the gist would be.
Generally, that's just what it would be.
I personally would just be like,
I want a refund then.
Yeah. Give me my fucking money back.
Yeah. It's like, here's the thing. Give me my money back.
That or I'd want like a steep, and I mean a steep discount on like the nice new one.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, here's the price of the other Xbox you bought, plus like here's another $100 towards the big one.
Exactly. That's like, what I would.
Yeah, that just sounds like kind of a PR nightmare. Yeah, I talked myself out of it. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how, what the price is and stuff like that. It's like ultimately, I think it's kind of how I feel like a lot of these companies are having to do consoles now. It's that ultimately Sony and Xbox are going to end up taking hits for the consoles itself, but you make it back via games.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's just kind of how it's been for a while.
I'm not sure Xbox is gonna. I'm curious what their next console is going to look like, because apparently they are making one.
Yeah.
Because I'm not confident they're willing to take a loss on those systems anymore. Because it's like, it's to subsidize so we can sell games. Well, you're not selling games anymore. You're selling a subscription service.
Exactly.
That's why so many people are like, they're just going to do a streaming stick. If they release a console, I'm willing to bet it's going to be like pretty... I think it's going to be higher than the next gen PlayStation. I'm just going to be real. I'm not sure they're going to compete with price like at all.
I mean, at some point you got to think that the idea of the consoles just kind of goes away, right? It's like we're all just putting out like hardware basically to like just play certain games or whatever, and you just choose how you want to play type thing.
That's very much the direction that we're going in.
Like it's
going to apply to every company on planet Earth aside from Nintendo.
It made sense. Yeah, that's true. It made sense for as many years as it did, basically. But now we're getting to the point where technology is just technology, right? Like we're all just have like these games and stuff like that. It wasn't just like, oh, here's I can only play this on the PlayStation. I can only play this on the Xbox. I can only play this on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, yes, but at the same point, it's like this is also just technology. So why couldn't I just slap it in or whatever?
Anything?
Well, I guess no, we don't even have discs anymore. It's like so we're just like, oh, here's the download for it or whatever type thing. So go play it on your on your PC or whatever. But it's like a PlayStation that gets Marvel Spider-Man 3 or whatever.
Like I said, that's the direction we're heading in. It's gonna
like ultimately there will be like either Steam or whatever. Like if they all have like there's the Sony storefront or whatever that's on PC. There's the Xbox obviously that already has the was it Microsoft or whatever Windows Store or whatever.
The Xbox PC app. They also have the Windows Store.
There's also that, but you get my point. It's like they already have like their own like storefront on PCs in general and stuff like that. And it's like eventually we're just gonna get to that point where Sony, I feel like, will stop selling. Like they might still call them PlayStations, but they're effectively just PCs that are just optimized to play PlayStation games, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like Xbox could just do the same thing where they just sell PCs that are just like, oh, here's the best way to play Xbox games, you know? Which would be interesting because where does that leave Nintendo? Because it's just like, do they just stick with the handheld game?
They're just gonna do their own thing forever.
Exactly. That's so I'm really like, do they just stick with the handheld games, basically?
They could. They absolutely could. The thing is with Nintendo is that they don't have to either.
No.
If they came out after the Switch 2 and were like, oh yeah, we're releasing another GameCube, people would be all over it because it's like,
so hyped.
Pokemon. It has Pokemon and Zelda. I gotta buy it. It's like Nintendo really is in their own league. Where it's like
I don't get how I'll never understand why that is. It just is.
They're too iconic,
Disney.
man.
They're just Disney. They're just Disney of video games.
Nintendo's doing a better job than Disney is.
I'm just saying, but they are the Disney of video games.
That's you're completely right, 100%. It's like, yeah, everybody, no matter what age, is going to have nostalgia for Nintendo.
In some way, shape, or form, it exists.
So, it's the most universally loved gaming platform or company in the universe. So people are always going to be willing to shell out for it, no matter what the hardware is. Just Nintendo... If it's like one storefront that's being shared between every console you make from now to the beginning of time, make a way for people to play your old titles if you don't want people to pirate them.
Right?
That is the long and short of it. Exclamation point, period. If you don't want people downloading games like Mario Kart Double Dash off the internet, you need to make them playable. If you're not selling them, then people are not going to buy them. We don't need to go into all that, though.
Yeah, no, fair.
Man. How did we get on this subject? I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but it was just... You're just kind of going. We were like talking about new PlayStations or whatever, and like what's that kind of stuff.
You think you want to call it there then? We're at about an hour and a half.
Yeah, that seems good. So
I really don't want to complain about Dead by Daylight again this week.
All right, so
I said prefer. Yeah.
All right, so thank y'all so much for listening or watching to this episode of It Never Ends, and do all the stuff. Listen to us every week. We will come out with a new episode next week or the week after, one of the two.
Last week we talked about the downfall of humanity. This week we talked about fermented seal shit and pedophilia. We have fun around here.
Yeah. So be sure to tell people about. Don't actually tell people about that, but tell people about this podcast though. It's quite fun. So anyway, we will see y'all next week. Bye bye.